All right, here you can see the steel wire going through the bracket and Teflon tubing surrounding the steel wire and being captured by the tabbed black plastic piece with this bolt. Slide the tubing back so that it's flush with the bracket, like so, and then go ahead and tighten the bolt. Now the tubing should not move at all. However, the steel rod inside will move slop free. All right, next you want to go ahead and prepare your tortoise and mount it onto the plate as per the instructions. This part's pretty self-explanatory. The only thing I do here is I will go ahead and test the tortoise by making contact with the outside electrical contacts to make sure that it's working properly before I even go ahead and mount it on the mounting plate and the rest of the assembly. All right, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and find a suitable location where you want to mount your tortoise. Keep in mind that you should keep it under 18 inches away from your actuator, and just line up your tube to give an idea of where it's going to be at, and make sure you have enough clearance around the mounting plate so that the switch machine will not be striking other switch machines or any bench work structure. I think in my case it's going to go right about there. So here's a simple explanation of how this works. The tortoise, which goes mounted on the base mount, will move this rod back and forth. The Teflon tube is captured here, while the steel inner tube is captured in this plate. I don't know if you could see the grooves, the smaller grooves, but that's the difference between both plates. And you need to be careful to use the correct one, as these are keyed in to fit the groove like that. If you were to put this one, the thicker groove plate, on the thinner one meant to be used for the small steel wire, you'd damage it. It will not fit. Alright, so here's the assembly all built up. I've already pre-wired it, and I am testing it. Make sure everything works smoothly. Now all that's left to do is to install it in the layout. Alright, as you can see, I've mounted the Tortoise switch mount with the actuator. The next step is to block up the points on the turnout so that it's centered, and then hook up your wire. Okay, so you'll center your wire. You'll also center your switch machine so everything is centered. The turnout on top of the layout and the switch machine is centered. And then you block up your wire. at that position and just go ahead and tighten the screw right there. Okay, so the wire has been secured in the center position, and you have the wire connected to the actuator. Now we'll see how it works from the top. Alright, and here's the switch machine actually working. Nice and smooth, no binding.